What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Michael Knapp Fishing. Last Tuesday's video was kind of our camera tip Tuesday or whatever. I told you guys I would bring you all the rest of my stuff. So I kind of went and got everything, and this is everything that I use to film for my YouTube channel, my Instagram, for everything. This is everything that I use, so I kind of wanted to bring that to you all. I do get a lot of questions every now and then of what camera should I get? What should I do? Should I do this? Should I do that? So I'm just going to kind of break it down for everybody of my computer, my editing software, all my cameras, everything. I have one camera I don't have with me right now, but we're going to roll that intro and then we'll dive into it, guys. Alright guys, so first and foremost, I'm filming this right now on my iPhone 12 Pro Max. It's a phenomenal little camera that I absolutely love. As a lot of you know, I do film in 4K. I'm one of the few content creators out there that actually do utilize 4K in the YouTube uploading process of 4K. So that was kind of something that I wanted to stand out about and that I really liked, was the 4K process. So just wanted to throw that out there that yes, you are being filmed on an iPhone, or I'm being filmed, you're watching me being filmed on an iPhone 12 Pro Max. So, as you all remember from last week, the DJI OM5, that is what I'm filming on right now with my camera. You are on a gimbal right now, so that everything's nice and smooth and nothing gets moved around. The next piece of equipment up that we're gonna talk about are my GoPros. Everybody knows that I run GoPros almost exclusively for all the action shots, and that big shot in the back that everybody sees, you get to see my whole boat. So this is my chesty, and I will show you kind of why this is so important to me, why I like it. Everybody knows the chest mount. It's not a very complicated thing to use. It gives you that nice action shot from your chest. Goes right about here on my MK logo. Merch link in bio. You know, you're able to actually get all kinds of cool shots with this, and it really allows you to be able to be hands-free. So you've got the harness here that just goes right across your shoulders onto your back. This is the GoPro Hero 8. It is capable of filming in 4K. It's at 30 frames a second, I think, or 60 frames a second. I can't remember. As a lot of you all remember from Monumental Part 3, I had to buy all new cameras because they took a dip in the lake and got wet. And I had some people ask me why I didn't go with the GoPro Hero 10s, mostly because I didn't want to pay for it. That was my big deal. I didn't want to pay more money for a GoPro Hero 10. It's a great camera, don't get me wrong, phenomenal camera, but it's $500 compared to these that I got for $299. So I was able to save a little bit of money on there, and it really does the exact same thing that I need. The big thing on the Hero 10 is it bumps up the megapixel on the photos astronomically, but I'm not taking photos. I don't care about photos on here. If I'm taking photos, I'm using my big camera that we'll talk about in a second that I don't actually have out here because I don't get it out in the rain. So that's the chesty camera. And we have a little bit more on the chesty. We're not quite done with the chesty yet. So a lot of people are asking me, how do you film for 12 to 16 hours a day without having to change your batteries? No, you don't ever see me change my batteries, but a lot of people ask, why do we see a cable? Every now and then, I get people to ask, if you look on my back camera and I'm talking to like the camera in the back, you'll just kind of see this number here. You'll just see a little bit of a cable sticking out, and a lot of people want to know what it is. So I run battery packs. This is, it was designed to be a portable battery charger, really, for your phone. I took it and I said, hey, I think I could make that work for my GoPro so that I don't have to change out batteries all the time. So JC Swag fishes with me all the time. You guys know Jordan. Jordan has to change out his batteries probably every 30 minutes. Granted, he's got a great system that plugs into my boat and the batteries are continuously charged. So he doesn't ever have to worry about having a dead battery and not getting any content. But me personally, I didn't want to have to go down there and change them all the time. So I went with this. If I have a full charge in my chest mount in the GoPro, with this, I can get about 13 hours worth of battery life. Now, if we were to reduce it from 4K to 1080 at like 120 frames per second, this almost doubles to 24 hours worth of life. So you really have to take into consideration how hard that GoPro is working and kind of what you're filming in. So for those of you who are just filming in high definition 1080p, which is phenomenal, don't get me wrong, it's a perfect way to film for YouTube. This little sucker right here would last you plenty. I got this from Walmart. I want to say this was like $39.99, $49.99. I can't remember. I'm going to list everything down in the description below for you guys. I want you, if you all want to buy any of this stuff, or if you want to get everything to have the exact setup as me, I want you to be able to get it easily. So that is everything for the chesty. You know, you see, it's not a whole lot, just a little bit of stuff. And this, the reason why I like this one so much, I have a bigger one that'll actually go for like 30 hours, but it's very large. This one will actually slide in the back of my GoPro. You see, this is the chest mount up front. It'll actually slide back here, so I don't have to have like a long cable and stick it in my pocket or anything like that. So next up, well, I said the long cable, and I just wanted to show you guys, I do have the long cable option if I need it. Yet again, another cable that I got from Walmart. It's, I want to say it's a 10-foot cable. If you know, for whatever reason, you're not comfortable having that battery pack in your chest, you're afraid that it's going to fall out or something, this is long enough that it'll actually reach down to your pocket. So you can actually put it in your pocket, and then you slide the cable around your back, around the chest mount. That way it's really not in your way or anything like that. But I prefer the smaller one, and I do keep the big one on the boat. And I will show you right now what I keep it on. This is my YOLO tech. This is something that I absolutely fell in love with when I saw the concept for it, the idea for it. And when Christian brought it to life, I absolutely fell in love with it. This is the YOLO Tech Power Stick. This is the 53-inch model. It's got 2 spots here that does extend to make it come completely out. This is the this is the camera angle that you see everything on my boat. You're capable of seeing me fishing, Jordan fishing, Kevin fishing, whoever's in the back. You're able to see everybody fishing on it, and it's really a huge deal for me. And it's hands-free too. That's one of the big things. If you could only do one of these, if you couldn't get everything, I would go with the Power Stick by YOLO Tech. Because it's in the back, it's out of your way, you're not gonna be hitting anything, and it's continuous power. So this plugs into your nav light back there. You turn on your anchor, make sure that it's got power to it, and it'll run as long as your batteries are charged in your boat. Not in the camera, not anything like that. It runs off of your boat battery. So in theory, it would be a little bit cheaper than this. You don't have to buy the battery, you don't have to buy all that jazz. All you need is your camera and your YOLO Tech Power Stick. So those are my 2 GoPro setups. Now, we do have a couple of other things coming up. We're going to be adding in a 3rd GoPro. I'm trying to be secretive of what I'm saying because I don't know if the 4th camera is going to work the way I want it to. First, we have to get the camera, but we've got some other things coming with GoPros. I am going to add in a 3rd camera, meaning that if I have Kevin on the boat, I will probably go ahead and chesty him and be able to get some of his viewpoint. I might be able to throw it on the net if I know we're catching like big smallmouth or something. We can have a net cam. I thought would be really cool. But we're toying with where we're gonna put that 3rd camera. And then the 4th camera, I'm gonna go ahead and tell everybody, the 4th camera is a 360 camera. I'm still not sure about the logistics of it with the actual editing of it and all that jazz. I know where I'm gonna put it. My buddy Mitch is coming to help me with a very large project on my Falcon. I'm not gonna tell anybody what that is yet because we are actually filming the installation and everything of that. But he's gonna help me with a very large project, and then we've got a new port coming that we are gonna put up front. So in theory, we would be able to have the 360 up, and we would be able to get a whole 360 of the boat as well as the water. And so, for example, if I catch a fish off the nose of the boat, I would actually be able to get the fish in the water and all that jazz. In theory, it's gonna be a really cool video perspective. I just don't know that I'm gonna be able to make it work with the editing and all that jazz. And I'm trying to find a camera right now because some of them are extremely expensive. So that's kind of what's coming for GoPros. So besides the GoPros, we've talked about all the GoPros already. We've talked about the iPhone 12 Pro Max. My big camera, the Mac Daddy. Something that just does not come out very often is the Canon R5. It is a mirrorless camera. This is actually my professional photography camera. For those of you who are new to the channel, I'm a professional photographer of 12 years. I went to college for mass media video production, a minor in photography. This is what I've been doing for a very, very long time. So my camera setup has to be perfect. And the R5 is one of those rare DSLR cameras that's mirrorless, and it just produces an ultra crisp photo and video. I didn't bring it up here today because I was wanting to really use the OM5, the DJI stand that you guys are on, the gimbal. I wanted to use it, and it's raining, and I don't dare ever take my R5 out in the rain because I'm just terrified of it. It's insured, but I'm still terrified of getting it wet. So I do use the R5, and I've got a big lens on it. It goes down to like an f2.8. Gets that really nice wide aperture on it, and it lets in a lot of light, really blurs out the background really nicely. Really enjoy my R5. So as far as editing goes, editing software and cameras, or I'm sorry, computers. I do run two 27-inch iMacs. I need a lot of processing speed. When we're editing these videos, this is 4K videos. We got to be able to get everything in there and really don't want to bog that computer down. So I do run two of the brand new. Well, they're not brand new anymore. They're 2020 models. We're kind of looking at getting a new one again just because I like having the newest stuff. iMac, Mac in general is the way to go for me. You all can argue with me all you want down in the comment section below, but I will, nobody in the world will change my mind on Mac. Mac is just, it's what I went to college with. It's what I used in college to be able to edit, photo, everything. It's just Mac's the way to go. Editing software. I know Jordan and I have had this conversation a lot. The editing software that I use is, it's complicated. It's not an easy software to learn. It's Adobe Premiere Pro. I have been using Adobe Premiere since 2008. When I was in high school, I was in a class called IMMD, and it was specifically designed to get me ready for college, to be able to do all this mass media video production and all this jazz. And we competed in film festivals, and I actually won the 2010 Foothills Film Festival, which gave me a full scholarship to go to college for mass media video production and minoring in photography. So I've been with Adobe Premiere for an extremely long time. All right, guys, not really sure what happened, but my phone went berserk and cut us off. So it came down to Adobe Premiere Pro and Final Cut Pro for me. And the reason why I went with Adobe Premiere Pro was because I get updates monthly, and it's able to really helped me out there. And Final Cut Pro kind of moved to a iMovie style of editing that I didn't really care for, kind of drag and drop and all that jazz. So I just didn't really care for it. Guys, I forgot to mention microphones. I do run a Rode shotgun mic on my Canon R5. I don't run that on my GoPros because I don't really need microphones on my GoPros. I'm able to take them into Adobe Premiere Pro and edit them that way. All right, guys, not sure what's going on with my phone. Just trying to push an update, and every time I try to do anything with filming, it just boots me out of it. So, guys, that's it for the video. We put together everything out there for you guys. You all know exactly what I film with. Down in the description below, I'm going to leave you all links to everything that I've got. If you want to be able to get any of that stuff, you'll be able to go down there and get it with Amazon links. Guys, don't forget, every time you all use that Amazon link, you are supporting the channel. I do get a certain percentage of that, and that all goes right back into the channel to allow me to be able to pay for things like the editing software, take these trips that we're going on. We've got a huge trip planned for my birthday in June to Michigan. Very excited for that. So that's kind of what things are going to, guys. And on those terms also, we've got merch. Guys, we have worked very hard on the merchandise line. Oop, didn't mean to do that. I've worked very hard on this merchandise line, guys. I've got a lot of really cool designs out there. Probably my favorite one is the bass head. So be sure to go over there, check all that stuff out. The link is down in the bio. Like I said, I get a certain percentage of that too to be able to keep funding all these trips and for us to be able to keep going doing all these fun things, guys. So if you all will, please go hit that like button, hit that comment button, leave me a comment down there in the comment section below. Let me know where you're watching from. Subscribe, notifications on. Take care, everybody.